Hello, First Presbyterian Church. I hope this message finds you well. We have started a new year and quickly moved on to a new letter of the Greek alphabet. As you are aware, the Omicron variant of COVID-19 is quickly making its way through our country, with Siloam Springs being no exception. It is discouraging to see this virus interrupting life again. But we are in a far better place to both treat and respond to it now than we were when this pandemic began. Omicron feels like a regression of sorts. But if it is a regression, it's one that's taking place much farther down the road from where we began. And so in that way, this new variant is not cause for despair. It deserves our attention, and it deserves an appropriate response, which is what we are aiming to do here at First Presbyterian Church. The COVID Commission met this morning, and we put together what we believe is a responsible and reasonable response to this new variant of COVID-19. For the next 4 weeks, we will require masks to be worn at all times when inside the building. As we get closer to the end of this 4-week window, we'll reevaluate the mask requirement, but our hope is that 4 weeks will allow the caseload to peak and return to pre-Omicron levels. We'll also push back the start date for all of our Christian education classes, whether that be Sunday morning, Sunday evening, or Wednesday evening. The new start date for the Sunday Christian education classes is January 30th, with the family gathering resuming on Wednesday, February 2nd. This does mean that we will also not be providing young children's worship until January 30th. We will, however, continue to offer nursery care for children under 2 years old during the worship service. Again, we'll reevaluate these decisions as we get closer to those start dates, but those are our plans for now. All of our committee and session meetings will be virtual for the time being, and we'll again be delaying the beginning of choir until we have a clearer understanding of the trajectory of new COVID cases in Siloam Springs. These decisions will be included in our reevaluation 4 weeks from now. One activity that will continue on schedule and uninterrupted, albeit with masks, is our Wednesday evening service of prayer and sacrament called the Evening Office. That meets on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. in the sanctuary. And it seems appropriate that we should continue this service, for we need now more than ever to be graciously and spiritually fed by our Lord Jesus Christ, and to be praying for our world and for the church. I started this video by saying we're in a better place than when the pandemic began, and that's true. And yet the healthcare workers on the front lines of this pandemic are exhausted, to put it mildly. Some of them are here in our own congregation. They need our prayers. Others in our congregation are dealing with infections in their homes and in their bodies. They need our prayers. They also need any physical care we can provide. For still others, the emotional exhaustion of the past 2 years is taking its toll and manifesting in burnout and depression and anxiety. These people need our prayers as well. So let us be praying for one another, brothers and sisters, and let us come to Jesus to be fed. He is our rock and our refuge. Let us abide in him, and in the end, he will raise us up. So grace and peace to you, First Presbyterian Church. I'll see you on Sunday.